Hey guys, welcome back to another freaking pick a card. My name's Sara. So I have 3 piles this time, and keep in mind, it's fine if you're drawn into more than one pile. Keep in mind it could pertain to your past, your present, or your potential in your future. Not only talking about you, but people's situations going on around you. So switch the energy where you deem necessary, okay? You know what you're doing, you know what other people around you are doing or what they're going through. Also, they are general reads. They're meant to cross a wider range of people, so take what resonates and leave the rest for the rest. I'm getting an overall message here really quick for all 3 groups together. Sometimes they all tie in. The message behind it always ties in together, but I was drawn to do a pick a card. So, all right, for you guys, we've got the Page of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the freaking Chariot with the 5 of Swords on the bottom. In your near future, for some of you, you're going to be called to make a decision on which way to go. Whether you want to move away from these shady, sneaky individuals. Maybe these 2 over here have been talking about you. I don't know. This could be work. This could be family related. This could be school. It could be in your friend circle, wherever. Regardless of your choice, though, that's going to be completely up to you. You're still going to have a really good abundance, a celebration, a feast coming towards you, okay? And if you're needing to walk away from certain people, they're going to be replaced later on down the road. A masculine energy in your life could be pretty discontent or be going through something as well. So if your masculine energy in your life is seeming kind of odd, this is why. Their outside does not reflect what's going on inside, nor do they vocalize what's going on inside. I heard unless they're drunk, okay? So anyways, let's get back down to it. We've got 3 groups here. For group 1, we have this card. Interesting, this is black and white, and the pair of sunglasses that I chose for group 1 are also black and white. So this is selenite. For group 2, we have the cute little alien sunglasses. I love these freaking sunglasses. And then we have this crystal, or yeah, it's obsidian. And then group 3, we have the rainbow sunglasses. And this probably, ooh, it's emerald. I like it. Spring, unity, vitality. So there you have it, groups 1, 2, and 3. I'll be right back with group 1 starting off. All right, group 1, for those that chose the black and white sunglasses or this card, the selenite card, we have, with its moonlight glow, selenite illuminates your spiritual truth and greater purpose. It aligns your chakras and raises your awareness to higher dimensions, opening communication to your spiritual team. It brings clarity to mind and slices through any negativity or confusion, cleansing your energy field and protecting your aura. Wow. So also, selenite is very cleansing itself. It has the ability to cleanse other crystals around it. Selenite does a lot. I didn't realize how much it does. But anyways, selenite brings awareness to your subconscious patterns, highlighting what is ready to be healed. It activates the crown chakra and provides a doorway to personal transformation. Cleanse your way to clarity. A Taurus moon specifically, okay, your moon sign could be Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Luminous cleansing and protection. What was coming through also as I was reading that description was the beginning message about having to make a choice about moving away from someone or something, and how this says, you know, it acknowledges certain patterns. So also that could be something that's going on too, is that you're acknowledging certain patterns in relationships with the people around you, or even patterns, say you're a friend and your friend, you know, seems to go through the same cycle with their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. So realizing patterns within and without you too, and around the people around you. All right, usually I, pre-pull the cards, but I did pick a few decks, and now we will pull cards, but we're going to see what's going on. What does group 1, the selenite group, need to know? Thank you. Angel, Spirit, Source. I feel like that one wanted to come out too. Let me see the bottom. Diving deep into a task. Number 10. taking the first breath, a beginner's mind. So this is something new to you that you're going to be diving into, group 1. Okay, we have meditation and stillness. So you could be disciplining yourself more to set aside time to do more meditation or have more stillness around you. Like just taking that time. I just see somebody like sitting cross-legged on a little blanket on the ground out in nature. It's a sunny day. You're right next to a tree and you're just like focusing on your breath. This is really good, group 1. You guys, I love it. Okay. And then we have mini masks, the authentic self. So of course, this is some kind of truth that you're seeing within yourself. Like we said in this card, depicting some kind of pattern that's within you or around somebody. But so far, I think this is within you wholeheartedly. She's diving deep here into the water. There are jellyfish around her as well. This has the planets around her. So something also coming into alignment. Whenever you see those signs or those messages about so-and-so's in retrograde or going direct, you know, also keeping an eye out since that says Taurus moon. Definitely checking out your moon sign astrology and your horoscope, your zodiac reads on my channel, okay? Preparations come to fruition. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Cleanse those off real quick. Oh, I'm going to cut the deck. Right use of power, crown game. So something in your activating your crown. There's a new acknowledgement or realization of psychic mediumship abilities. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh, hollow bone teachability. But you know, this is number 10 as well. But it was in reverse. And I've seen a lady who said this reminds her of a spine. Like these are the hips right here, and this is the spine. And so there's, oh, Kundalini awakening also. Could have something to do with your crown chakra. You might want to look up the symptoms of Kundalini awakening and also crown activation. Curiosity, stranger, like your curiosity is going to get the betterment of something within you. You're going to see what all the fuss is about in something. And then we have dream thief, refusal of the call, number 13, number 28, number 53, or 10, 8, and 4, or 1, 8, and 4. So I need a little more clarity here. This could be something that you've been denying for a long time, these psychic and mediumship abilities, or this this curiosity, you know, a niggle that's been inside you, like, I'm a little curious about this, but not enough to go researching. Okay, so the Hanged Man, seeing something in a different perspective. It's like, I also heard somebody say that this card was depicted, the Hanged Man was like punishment. So it's like you have only been punishing yourself by not heeding the call so far. You've been refusing the call. You've been refusing the call of Source. You've been refusing the call of Spirit. But that's okay. It's all in divine timing. Sometimes we get delayed in our paths, but everything for a reason, right? I just glanced up at my posters here too, and I see wisdom and love. So keep in mind that the beings that are wanting to connect with you, these light beings, are bringing you esoteric wisdom. They're helping you with patience, having integrity within yourself, but also they are loving, okay? And there's no reason to be scared of them. It's like your hands have been tied about this for a little while, group 1. And we have teachability. You can, you know, maybe you thought you weren't teachable. I'm noticing this honeybee right here too, so honeybees could be of significance. This is going to happen after a tower moment. All right, where are we going next? I'll be right back, actually. Maybe you were scared that you wouldn't be very good at this. Maybe you were wanting to look into some sort of divination or some sort of practice, spiritual practice. You know, just like meditation. A lot of people, they're like, right off the bat, they'll answer so quickly. They're like, oh, I can't do that. I have too many racing thoughts. My mind is always jumbled. It's hard for me to stay focused. But what people don't realize, just like anything else that you start to learn, a new thing that you go into, it takes time. It takes, you know, getting the role of it. Like when you start a job, you don't just jump in there on the register. You get trained for a couple of weeks. Some people only a couple of days, and then they throw you in, right? But it takes time. It takes effort too. So I like this for you though. I'll probably repeat myself a lot because that's just what I do. And then I say I just like repeating myself, but I find myself doing it all the time. Let's see, the teachability card, we've got transformation. The sword coming out, the sword of truth, sword of knowledge, sword of wisdom, awareness under curiosity, something coming through. Oh, look, hold on. And then innocence. There's like an elder here. This gift, this something that's coming to fruition within you is generational. It's passed down. The praying mantis could be of significance to someone. Okay, look, we've got schizophrenia on the bottom. So you might be fearful that you're going crazy. You might think, oh my God, I'm having this conversation with these, you know, it's not myself. Like maybe you thought it was yourself for a while and now you're sensing that it's not. Maybe there's more than one. Maybe you thought that you had DID or multiple personality disorder. You're okay though. And with the innocent card and the schizophrenia, I feel like they're saying, no, you know, this is also something within your childhood that may have been closed off. But with this awareness card, look, it looks like a little ghost figure coming through. And this person behind, I mean, they look like they're scared and they're trying to keep the veil closed. Wow. You can't, it's not going to happen anymore. Getting grounded in nature too. That's probably where the meditation and stillness come. Maybe that's why I saw you on the ground by a tree. Anything else here? This guy is touching the ground and there's electric in the ground. He's got several arms. There's also like this chain over here that's broken. So breaking the ancestral things, right? See all the little spirals in the background too? And look, here's the phoenix. You're rising like the freaking phoenix. And look at that crown chakra on fire. Very much on fire, okay? There's a significant crown chakra transformation going on. Look at you. And these colors in this card coincide with these colors. Pinks, very light pink hues, which the pink hue is the energy of love. Maybe when you close your eyes, you see pink. Maybe you're seeing pink misties, pink flurries, pink energy. It's loving energy. It's kind. It's nurturing. Even whenever we see the darker shadow figures, like this right here, it's usually how our ego is trying to fight us in perceiving it or receiving it. Because a lot of us have been conditioned to believe that this stuff, you know, we shouldn't, oh God, we shouldn't believe in it. We shouldn't trust it. It's all evil, you know, stay, you know, that's all just hearsay. Just like with the number 13, I'm being guided, you know, an unlucky number, superstitious people. But it's not an unlucky number. It's actually a very lucky number, just like 666. 666 is not of demons or devils. It's unconditional, pure love. We have the King of Cups with transformation. So at the beginning of the read, there was something about the masculine energy in your life too, going through something. And look, he's coming right out over transformation. Yeah, something within a masculine energies, emotional stability and abilities, emotional intelligence. This could be you also. If you don't have any masculine people in your life, this could be your own masculine energy within you coming into balance with you. What's the awareness and curiosity? Something you've become aware about that you're getting curious about. Thank you. The Ace of Swords. Something about truth here. Finding out the true meaning behind something. And maybe you like to people watch too. Maybe you wonder, you know, I wonder what their home life is like. I wonder where they work. I wonder what makes them want to, you know, who they were in a past life or something. And then the innocence of refusal of the call. That landed right on there too, didn't it? I like it. These little cards are so tiny. These are the mini modern day everyday witch tarot. And I thought they were going to be at least this size by many, because these are the actual size of tarot, right? I've got to get the larger size. It's hard for me to see. There's a lot going on in these pictures, though. The Five of Cups, something lacking in life. Crying over, there we go again. I'm going to put it up here. Crying over spilt milk. Like, she's so worried about these 3 cups that jumped in front of her, but look at this feast. These 2 full cups, all these balloons, this stuff going on behind her, and even some leftovers here that she doesn't, you know, she's too focused on what was and what had been or what hadn't been. Can we focus, please? Thank you. That she doesn't even, it's like so much to be grateful for, right? And she looks young. Let's see. And look, there's celebration, there's party, there's merriment, there's enjoyment, there's things to enjoy, doing something under the full moon, getting together with friends, you know, they're in water, she's near water, so as I look at the clock too, it says 16 minutes in already, or I guess 14 for group 1. But there might be something about time too, like minutes seem to be taking like 5 minutes. 1 minute seems to like go really slow, or time is going by really fast for you. And this is about timeline shifting as well. You're in process of shifting timelines, shifting into new. I actually feel like getting more out of this deck. So there's resourcefulness, okay? You do have the resources at your fingertips that you need. And Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. Don't be fearful of the future. Call on your dragons if you need help, okay? You hold the keys for this. Your future is protected. Your family's future is protected. Do not fear. Do not do worst case scenario thought outs in your head, okay? Grace and generosity. Let me see what I want to, I got to meditate on it for a moment to see what oh, nope, they just showed me. Okay, thank you. Which cards we want to do as a final message for group 1. I think it's this one. And these are also the Everyday Witch Oracle. Everyday Witch Tarot, Everyday Witch Oracle. Affirmations for growth. So, your future, you're going through a growing phase right now. We do have teachability here though, but something in the future, you're protected. You're going to see it here in a few days after you see this read, or even the following weeks or months. And then we have the sun and stars. Oh yeah, oh no, I did point out the moon and the stars over here. Can we focus again, please? There's a lot of energy around us right now, so hey, come back down. Anyways, using a telescope also, you know, getting curious, getting inquisitive. And then we have, what does that say? Inspiration and courage. And look, there's the spirals again. There's the spirals again. Don't refuse the call. You will have the inspiration and the courage that you need to embark upon this new adventure that you're going on, group 1. I love this for you. I hope it helps. I hope it resonated. If it did, please hit the like and subscribe button below. And if you feel compelled to, also share, because if it resonated for you, chances are if you hit that share button, it'll resonate for somebody who runs across it as well, okay? Love and light. Hey there, group 2. Chose the freaking alien glasses. These are just so cute. I just love them. Can't help but love them. Okay, so don't tell group 1, but I forgot to pull their charm at the end. So I went ahead and pulled y'all's charm at the beginning. So don't forget about it, okay? And it's a little dark. Rocking horse, but what's coming to mind, 1911, 911 on the clock, is childhood. But also you could be, you know, a rocking horse could have been significant to you or in your childhood, or maybe you were wanting, I heard grandkids as well. And here we have obsidian. So let's see, shadows, mirror, and amorphous. A dark and mysterious crystal. Obsidian reaches into depths of our shadows, shedding light on what needs to be healed in order to move forward. Obsidian serves as a mirror, revealing our deepest truths. Obsidian's crystalline structure is amorphous, moving beyond conventional time to dip into the past, present, and the future, and wielding great power to clear any obstacles. Use obsidian as a shield against psychic attacks and to ground your base chakra back to planet Earth. Could be the sign Sagittarius. We're dealing with Sagittarius. But also with the rocking chair here, you know, shadow work on our childhood trauma. Sometimes, like, I didn't realize I had any childhood trauma. We're not talking about me right now, but, and I did. I had a lot, actually. Maybe nothing actually inflicted upon my parents. When the person said, I see a lot of trauma in your life, and I was like, when I think trauma, I thought, you know, neglect, physical abuse, verbal abuse, attacks, tragic events happening, you know, like car crashes and, like, you know, falling off, you know, a freaking Ferris wheel. I don't know, but it, you know, my mindset around it was completely different. And as over the years came along, I've learned that it's not, you know, trauma is a wide array of different things, you know. Even in school, you know, I had some little boys that would always pick on me about, like, my nail polish and my makeup and the things I wore. And I didn't realize it, but there are a few weeks of evil banter towards me and, you know, making fun of me had a huge impact on my self-conscious and my insecurities. Like, then I only dressed very casual, very basic, very normal, you know, stuck with jeans and t-shirts, or, you know, I didn't realize I had conformed my entire outer appearance because of these kids who made fun of me and were super mean to me, by the way. Assholes. But anyways, I've since forgiven them. They're fine. Maybe you were bullied in school. Maybe you were, you know, you had your first boss was a prick, you know. I didn't have a great boss beginning, and they conditioned me to believe, like, I was fearful of my bosses. I was scared to call in when I was sick. You know how many times I went to work while I was sick? I hung in there because I thought I was going to get the 3rd degree. I was scared they wouldn't believe me because my first boss gave me the 3rd degree. That's really sad, right? So anyways, you guys are, like, working through it. These shadows, okay, some light is coming in on your shadows. Something is coming to light for you. And it's going to be okay, Group 2. You're going to get through it. Group 2, the number 2 is also signifies the number 2 towards choices, but also balance. So, of course, it could be something that you're coming out of, too, that you've been working on. Like, I just saw the number 3, 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 months. A cycle that lasted 3 years, even, maybe. Maybe it's in the next 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months that you're going to be doing this work. Shadow work, it sounds scary, but it isn't a must. It's necessary. I feel like maybe it's something that you've been... Group 1 kind of had the similar message about refusing something, refusing to see or do something. So let's see what we got for Group 2 here. Thank you. Angel, spirit source, gods, ancestors. The universe is your partner in the hand. The light is in the hand. Or yellow light signifies hope to me. Protection. Number 31 or number 4. We've got Magician Sword, confidence in your power. Okay, that says confidence in your magic, but I said power. I guess that was an accident, but for a reason, right? So look at this. You're, like, finally reaching out to grab your power. You're taking your power back. You're going to take your power back with this healing from all those that fuckery, all that stuff, you know, even power back from yourself, because we self-sabotage really harsh on ourselves too. An eagle spirit is coming in, rising above the fray. Yeah, you guys are going to be fine going through this. You're seeing it something from a higher perspective, though, the truth of the matter. Ancestral wisdom, the lay of the land. This is what you came back to Earth to do. You're kicking butt and taking names. It's a generational karmic pattern that was embedded in your DNA. There's also, you know, in past lives, our ancestors had spells put upon them, even hexes, curses. Yes, it's a real thing. But it's like, I heard unemployment and poverty. So it's something, you know, even being unlucky in love could be a previous curse or a hex. Or, you know, you know, have you ever seen that movie Practical Magic? If you know, you know, right? The courage to step into life. So it's the perfect storm. Ravens are significant for you. Black feathers, the number 44. So it's the perfect storm. Whatever this turmoil that's going to start, it's not going to be pretty. I'm going to tell you that. Within you, emotionally and mentally, it's going to put you through the fucking ringer, group 2. The thing is, you are powerful. You are courageous. You are strong. You are still standing. You are still here. Some of the shit that you've been put through, some of the shit people put you through, some of the shit you put yourself through, mentally and physically and emotionally, most people wouldn't still be here on earth, if you know what I mean. Okay, we've got covenant with sacred contract. This is the breaking of a contract, the ending of something. Doesn't even have to be a curse or something. It's just like patterns, you know. Surrendering and wandering between realms. So surrendering to the divinity. Surrendering to divinity. There's that black feather. Writing something new. You're starting a new chapter because it ends with you, group 2. Man, these reads have been really, really strong. I like it. And, I've got the wall with obstacles and compassion, heart home. So there's something within your heart that is needing to be shed, healed, released, forgiven. I heard the word sorry. I'm sorry. Willow of the Wisp. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Wow. You saw me pull those cards, didn't you? I'm sipping on salt water. Sorry. 26. Sorry, not sorry. Hydrate, people. First breath, beginner's mind. This came out in the general read on the intro. A beginner's mind. And now they're showing me this card over here from this deck. It says innocence. So when I see the word innocence, I think childhood, right? Number 21. Feast of Plenty. There's those swords. Kicking ass and taking names. Choices and their consequences. It was like you took that, I shuffled it already, but it's like you took your sword and you used it to take this power from the other people, you know, that took away your power that you fed into or whatever, and you're like, I'm putting him here, like it ends, it stops, no more. And with this, it's a choice. This is your choice. Choices and their consequences. We'll get more on that on each card individually, but it stops with you, and it's not going to continue with your children or your children's children either, okay? Yeah, let's get these cards again. A feast of plenty, though. Making ends meet, I just heard. So, like, also, you know, if it's something, poverty or lack mindset, poverty consciousness, there's something around your finances that will be changing. But I think for some of you, you're realizing you always make it. Like I said earlier, like, you know, a lot of people have been dealt some of your circumstances they wouldn't have been able to. And I don't want to bring this up, but there's a lot of guys out there, masculine energies, who get so worried and fearful, and they get so stuck in their own head, and the fear and the shame and the guilt and the regret that they do, you know, they get so scared, and they reach their wits' end, and they feel like nothing else can work out, and they can't provide for their family. And there's been like murder-suicides with their families, you know? You could know of somebody who's actually had that happen. 'Cause I'm feeling like it was their spouse and one child, or their spouse and two kids. I know there was a situation here in Okmulgee where, not far from where I live, it was a bad deal. A guy and his wife and his two stepdaughters or step kiddos had their friends over, or one step kiddo, but anyways, he killed them, and it was really bad. It was scary because it's a small town and stuff like that doesn't usually go on. All right, let's nix that, clear from that, disconnect from that story, please, that energy. All right, so we got compromise coming out under treasures hidden in the shadows. So that's a really tragic loss for those people too. Okay, we're not nixing it. That's a really tragic loss for something. So this could be something that you're trying to go through. Even whenever we lose pets when we're younger, and those pets were there with us from the beginning, and something happens, like my little Cocker Spaniel Cookie, she got hit by a car and she had a significant amount of blood on her. You know, that's pretty traumatic experience, right? And then it makes us question death. But if we've got compromise, you're compromising with your shadow self or these things hidden in the shadows. Also, if you're seeing shadow figures, it's not necessarily, group 1 had this message too, it's not necessarily negative. It's kind of scary, but it's how our ego is projecting to see it. So they're not, and you know, if you get too scared or too, you know, I just sent somebody's, the hair on the back of their neck standing up, goosebumps on the arms. So, you know, if you get uncomfortable, you just say, this is what I like to say, because I get scared still too. I get uncomfortable, I get uneasy when I sense a lot of spirits around me, because your light probably shines really bright, it shines differently. Most light workers' lights do shine differently, so spirits, lost spirits, spirits who are wanting to get messages passed on loved ones, they'll be attracted to us. So I just say, hey, if you're a low vibe energy or entity, you must leave now or be transmuted, go into the light. Or if you're lost or you're trying to get a message to your passed on loved ones, you really need to go towards the light, because I can't help you. There's only so much we can do in here, right? Like, that'd be a wild, wild, wild goose chase if we tried to help them. Now, some people, like Teresa Capito, you'd be interacting with somebody or go in the store and be in the same aisle as somebody in the cookie aisle, and I'm mentioning cookies a lot too, so maybe you're eating cookies. I don't know. Maybe I need a fucking cookie. But, like, she'll just pick it up. Like, sometimes whenever I'm in a restaurant too, I'll glance at a table that has people around it and I'll hear the name, you know, a name, Cindy or Sandy, but, you know, I'm not about to go over there and interrupt their meal to ask them if they know somebody. Look, beginner's mind with schizophrenia. This came out in group 1 too. So, all that being said, the beings around you and stuff, hearing voices, you're hearing other realms, you're hearing the spirits around you. Sometimes they even conversate and interact with each other. So I feel like this is a fine line right here. It's not, in my opinion, don't get me wrong, okay? You might want to look up, if this is how you're truly feeling, you might want to look up the spiritual whatever behind schizophrenia and being clairvoyant, okay? Just feel like reaching over here. Your third eye is opening. So there could be things you're seeing also that you feel aren't supposed to be there. Shadowy things or things in the shadow. Seeing things at night. Say please and thank you. Also, you know, sometimes these beings are just lonely, or they're just like, hey, we're here. Guess what? I remember whenever I was human and I would love to know that there were other people on the other side, you know? So sometimes they're just trying to show us that they're there. And more times than not, though, it's your spirit team and your passed on loved ones. We'll get more clarity cards on this too. Also, I see the birds up here, so I'm feeling like, and then with this green over here, like nature. So you could be feeling like you're interacting with animals too, since I mentioned my dog Cookie earlier. So yeah, you could be an animal empath, an animal whisperer. Or your passed on loved ones, your spirit team is communicating what they're thinking or feeling or seeing or needing to you, okay? I'm not sure how that goes. Sometimes I pick up on animals as well. Speaking of, I got to remember my little turtle is in there in the snake tank. We have snakes. I accumulated a turtle. He's so cute. His name's Frankfurtle, the turtle. And then we've got 2 cats and 2 dogs. We used to have a bird, but I give it to Ruby. Choices and their consequences, control. And he's got 2 fists here. Look at this. It's like, yeah, our egos like to stay in control. There's gray diamond here too. A lot of gray energy. Well, this is gray. Choices and their consequences. Release control. Surrender it. Stop being so fearful about making this certain choice. Because in the long run, really, even if the choice turns out to be the wrong choice, it was made for a reason. And we have a lesson behind it, right? Learn from our mistakes. Release control. And I did pull that card that said your third eye is opening. So if you're having a hard time making choices, even what to wear the next day or whatever, what shoes to wear, like, get grounded and clear that third eye. That will help a lot. And your crown chakra. Actually, they want to clear your stuff right now if you're open to it. So let's get, I'm going to use, where is it? Don't let my hair scare you. Patchouli. I'm going to get the patchouli. And just focus on the spot right between your eyes or in the middle of your forehead. I find it's different for everybody. Actually, I needed this lit anyways because my other one burnt out, but I'm going to light. I'm not sure. Let's call your angel in for you because I'm not sure which, I don't know which angel is associated with the third eye chakra. Could do Metatron. Metatron just came to mind, so I guess he could help. Metatron, if you could be so kind, if they're open and receiving, to help cleanse, clear, and balance their third eye chakra. They're actually wanting me to put this down as like, okay, if you want to close your eyes, focus on it, breathe into it, imagine white light coming into it. You might even feel something. That might be where the goosebumps come from. Make sure you drink a lot of water. I know it's in your head, but all of our chakras usually have to be in alignment and be balanced to work together because they all work together. Our crown chakra works with our third eye. Our third eye will work with our throat chakra because we have to be able to vocalize what we see through that third eye chakra, right? Communicate it, but then also our solar plexus has to be in balance with the heart chakra and the throat chakra, so we have the confidence in what we're seeing and the confidence in communicating what we're seeing, and then also with the grounding, like it just goes on, like they're all. So I guess that's where my next endeavor is. I've put it off long enough. I'm gonna start doing Reiki energy healing and more information about the chakras and stuff, which I'm getting excited about that now because I've been working on chakras for a couple of years now. I just haven't delved deep into it. So let's cleanse outside anything that was released from that third eye chakra as well. Thank you, spirits and team members, and go ahead and cleanse their aura of any fuckery that's been left around, anything that they've picked up during their day, picked up in traffic. You can even pick up energy in traffic. Did you know that? And let's transmute it for the highest good of all. Ground them very well for us as well. Thank you, Michael. Make sure you nurture yourself and stay hydrated, if anything. Sometimes it's hard to eat good and clean when we're on the go, when we're in a hurry. It's easy for fast food and everything. So as long as we're getting enough water in our system to detox it and let it go out of our system, And I love how this is like, we put this over this card and there's like this fog with these planets around it. So something's clearing up for you. Something is definitely coming to light. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, let's repair any holes, tears, or rips in their auric field as well. Fix those, please. Thank you. Replace those rips, holes, or tears with love, light, healing, and protection. Let's get another card with schizophrenia. Slowing down. So we've got beginner's mind, slowing down a little bit too. Taking a breath. I heard the word caffeine. See through the lens of love, which is actually our third eye chakra. I hear thunder as I say that. See through the lens of love. Take a break. Rest is needed. So there is a Reiki energy healing that I do. I listen to, and it's called the Angel Power Club, I think. Her name's Ross. R-O-S. Anyways, the affirmations that she uses on the third eye chakra is, my third eye chakra is a channel to positive energy. So also, just like everything else, you have a choice, you have free will, you can make the choice. I don't want to see the things, that are the negative, lower vibe entities or energies. You can set that intention now that you're not going to see them and that you don't want to interact with them. They need to fear you, okay? You're seeing beyond the illusion though. And look at that, third eye chakra. Significant transformation. 40 minutes on the timer. And then the control is ordinariness. Sometimes being ordinary is not a bad thing. What's normal anymore, right? And I feel like if you want to just lead an ordinary life, even though if that's not what you know what it, even though if that's not exactly what, you don't exactly know what that means, that's fine too. But he's just like minding his own business out in nature, gathering something. Can we focus, please? Thank you. I'm sorry, with her little sun hat, and she's foraging, you know, getting wildflowers, probably for some little spell jar or something. I want to look on the bottom of the deck. Nothingness. So, morality and nothingness. And then what's behind that? Stress. In the mind, okay. And maturity. So there's a cycle that you're going through. A lot of stress, emotional, mental conflict. Beginners, yeah, your shadow work. Your shadow work, honey. You're going to be okay, though. Sometimes we feel like we're in this void, like we're not moving forward and nothing's happening for or to us, right? But this too shall pass. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. And a lot of these lower vibe entities feed on the guilt and the shame, the regret, the resentment, the anger, the fear. They feed on it. Like, you've seen movies like that, right? Where the monster feeds on the fear. It's literally like that. Like, there's so much truth that they put out there too. Speaking of movies and shows, there might be a show that you're watching, could be very activating for you as well. Look, emotional contentment. Focus again, please. Hey. Anyway, she's got all her cups full. She's happy. She's dealt with it. This is you, group 2. I love it for you. I'm running over on time, but it's okay. I did not realize we're running 40 minutes on time. Did I not write that down? Shit, I didn't write it down. Okay. Temperance. Yoga poses, stretches I heard also. This one. The Hierophant. And look, there's 2 people here going on a conscious choice, setting on a new venture, setting out something new. 1850. They just showed me that timestamp. 1850. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Final messages for group 2. Fire magic. Ooh, could be a fire sign. Look at all those candles, though. Red candles. Red signifies passion and love. Don't be doing no love spells on people. That's not okay. Rebirth and resurrection. Yeah. And earth magic as well with the smudging and cleansing. So also, since I had to light another incense and I used my Palo Santo, you might need to smudge your stuff, your tools, if you have divination tools. Meditation to dig deep. So again, if you were interested in group 1, there might be something there for you as well, but there's a little bit of different energy here. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. I hope it made sense for somebody out there. And I'm actually drawn to pull one of these love cards because we were talking about love, freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Maybe you're wanting to move away from something or somebody. It's up to you to make that choice, okay? A controlling person. It could be normal to you. I guess I'll do a love read after this, pick a card. But anyways, like and subscribe for me, please, and if you feel drawn to share it as well, because there could be someone out there that could use the same message, right? Love and light. All right, last but not least, group 3. This looks really muted. You can't really see all the pretty colors. If you chose the rainbow sunglasses or the green, the emerald, okay? I pulled you guys a little charm, and you have the wing. So you could be seeing wings a lot or finding feathers, but also, like, when I pulled it and I saw it, I heard prayer. So on a wing and a prayer, I think that's a movie. So if you've been debating on watching it, maybe you should watch it. So, because, you know, I've been debating too, because I'm not Christian, but I do believe there's a higher power, but I also believe there's a, like, you know, no offense, but I do offend people with this, that I don't believe a lot of the stuff in the Bible. Well, the stories I feel are real and true, or for the most part, but like the whole living in sin and, you know, staying married to one person your entire life and being in wedlock, and then, you know, a gay man shouldn't lay with another gay man, they shouldn't marry, you know, I don't agree to all that. I do not know. It even says in the Bible, don't eat shellfish on Sunday, but I bet a lot of y'all have some shellfish on Sunday, right? But anyways, so, even, is that a saying too, on a wing and a prayer? So your prayers, maybe and then I'm looking at this card here too, take action now, don't wait for it to come to you. So maybe you're like, there's a situation that you're needing to like literally hit your knees and pray on, or you don't even have to call it pray. You can just say, I'm asking the universe for guidance or assistance. Group 3, it'll be okay. Something going on within your heart chakra though too. Spring, unity, vitality. Lush and reminiscent of the green of spring emerald is known as the stone of successful love, stimulating loyalty, partnership, and friendship. Emerald opens the heart chakra, healing the auric field with unconditional love, hope, and joy. With exuberance and a lust for life, the emerald is a sign for new beginnings and a fresh step in life, radiating health, prosperity, and vitality. Grow in the direction of your dreams and nurture yourself along the way. You deserve the riches that life has to offer. Could be Sagittarius. Look up your Venus and your Mars signs as well. But you know, if you know, strapped for cash and you can't go to the crystal shop and get an emerald, somebody could have had an emerald passed down to them also. But you can get, like, even this card would work. You don't have to go get this card, this deck of cards, or find an emerald online, whatever picture of an emerald you're drawn to, and screenshot it and set that as the intention that you're going to use. You're going to be able to receive the energy, the healing, whatever, from that thing. Something that's going to take flight for you though. We do have the rainbow sunglasses as well, so you could be seeing rainbows, but also like, oh, these are the sunglasses my daughter got. Love is respect, it says on there. She got these from the Gay Pride Parade. They have like a Gay Pride month here in Tulsa, June, and they have a parade that's like 2 or 3 days, and it's a parade every day. So, and I was mentioning, you know, gay and the Bible and everything. So maybe this is what, you know, you've been really strapped thinking about. Maybe you're very religious and you don't condone those beliefs. Your parents didn't condone to that stuff. They brought you up, you know, they really conditioned you to believe that it wasn't okay. I feel like somebody's friend here, they could have found out that their friend is gay and they're having a hard time accepting or handling it. It's okay. God says love is respect, love is love is love. Who cares if it's another woman or another woman? That's what brings them joy, and that's none of our fucking business. That's the only thing God wants us to do is, you know, live, love, and learn and experience. And if you really think we're supposed to sit here on earth, not tattooing our bodies, not marking ourselves, not piercing, you know, that's boring. That's super boring. How else can we express our individuality and our uniqueness? You know, a lot of people use that stuff. A lot of tattoos aren't just people don't just get tattoos because they like the way it looks. Usually there's a significant and very deep meaning behind their tattoos. Maybe this is you and your family too, your family around you. Keep in mind this could pertain to your past, your present, your potential, and your future. And not only talking about you, but people and situations around you. Yes, God is light, God is source, God is trust, God is love. Unconditional love. And I guess maybe you need to figure out what, that's unconditional love. He has unconditional love for gay people, okay? Trans, whatever, non-binary, binary, I don't even know what all the things are there. Experiencing life as it comes. It's too short not to, right? Drifter. So you might feel really lost right now, group 3. Lost in the confines of your heart, a broken heart. I'm really sorry. If that's you, I'm sorry. Herald of change. Heed the herald of horsemen, the horseman of herald of change. There's a change coming in. Cosmic wound, the divine feminine. So something, it could be mother figure too that you're healing from. Horses could be of significance to you. But I was literally watching, I took a break and I scrolled TikTok a little bit. Oh, by the way, let's disconnect from TikTok's energy that I picked up. Thank you. This could be why this card came out. But there were like 2 or 3 TikToks in a row talking about the divine feminine, healing your sacral chakra and stepping into your goddess energy. Even if you're a masculine energy watching this, you have God and goddess within you. We all do. Also, this divine feminine cosmic wound signifies going with the flow. The sacral chakra is our water chakra. That's our feminine chakra. The chakra above that is the solar plexus, which is the power and which is fire, and our masculine. So experiencing life as it comes. And this is a boat, like you're going with the flow. You're just floating along, experiencing life as it comes. Like you're not trying to control anything. Ordinariness. Well, what did we say a while ago about normal, right? Who wants to be normal? Who wants to be basic? Boring. That's how it used, boring. Past lives. Control. Group 3 got that as, group 2 got that as well. Control on this same section. It's experiencing life as it comes, so he's got his hands and fists, so it's like you're releasing something. You're letting go, clenched fists. If maybe you're not relaxed all the time. You notice you're like this, or even just kind of closed when you sit. You have to open your hands, be open to receiving. A new understanding coming in. And look, there's the doves, the peace doves, uncaging something. Uncaging your heart chakra, something, sacral chakra is flowing something. Your sacral chakra is trying to flow through your solar plexus to your heart chakra. It's trying to tame and balance that masculine energy. Nothing ordinary about you, group 3. We're still all unique. We're the same, but we're different. Living moment to moment. Experiencing life as it comes. Can I get another card for this past life and this herald of change? Maybe you're becoming more open-minded around the idea of reincarnation as well. Like gods and goddesses, masculine, feminine. Maybe, okay, here's my opinion, or my hypothesis, whatever, that some of the men in this life, they have a lot of feminine energy. They're drawn to, they feel more feminine. They want to wear dresses, wear makeup. That's fine with me. More power to them, right? And what I feel is that they were put into this life so quickly from a past life. They're more than likely they were a strong female in a past life, and when they come here, their feminine energy is really, has overridden most of their most of their stuff. Also, that's part of their path too. So there's something you're changing within your ancestral things, your bloodline. What are they changing? This past lives, herald of change. Celebration, yeah. They're dancing in the rain. Excuse me. Give me a moment with this. What's on the bottom? You might have something might have come to mind right off the bat when you see this. Don't discount any information that comes to you, group 3, okay? Yeah, there's like a compromise. Receptivity. Look at all that water. Receiving. Water. 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 Trust it. Whatever is happening within you, this emotional experience that's trying to come through for you, that's trying to play out for you, trust it. What is that? Trust the change. Yeah. X marks the spot, right? Morality, conscious choice. Creativity, that's also the cosmic womb. Receptivity again. And then thunderbolt is thundering here. Let's get the book on morality. I'm going to pause it and I'll be right back. I opened it up to receptivity, the card that showed up twice. Look, mastery of emotions, Queen of Water. If you want to read this, I'm going to hold it up here for you. You're more than welcome to pause, screenshot, do whatever you got to do, okay? Okay, so there's no rhyme or reason. There's not a number on this card, so I'm trying to find it, but I literally came past the past lives card, and they're talking about childhood and being conditioned. And then I go to the next page is... How the fuck did it go? Transformation. No, where did it go? Conditioning. Yeah, conditioning, and then thunderbolt. Silence. Something's happening really quick. Breakthrough, change. The card change is here too. Life repeats itself mindlessly. Exactly as some sort of generational pattern. Group 1 or Group 2 had that as well, so if you're drawn to more than one group, you should watch it. If you can watch just for a few days, you will see a pattern emerging, a wheel pattern. One day, a fine morning, you are feeling so good and so happy, and another day you are so dull, so dead that you start thinking of committing suicide. Ooh, I hope that's not you. And just the other day, you were so full of life, so blissful that you were feeling thankful to God, that you were in the mood of deep gratefulness. And today, there's great complaint, and you don't see why one should go on. And it goes on, but you don't see the pattern. Once you see the pattern, you can get out of it. Morality is conscious choice. Courage, awareness, the Lovers, nothingness, creativity. All right, well, I just went ahead and Googled it. Principles concerning the distinction between right and wrong, good and bad behavior. And it's like, right and wrong, black or white. Group 1, I think, was black and white. Making a choice. Some sort of pattern that you're noticing. That's a pattern that has been down generation to generation. Behind all the arguments lies the issue of the morality of possession. Well, if you know, you know. I feel like somebody here, you're reading into this. Maybe this is why I'm not picking up a lot for you. Is that the message is abundantly clear for you, Group 3? But let's see. These two little cards. The Two of Swords and the Hermit, yeah. Going within, some sort of truth coming out, inner work, inner healing, solitude, isolation, making the choice, making the effort. You nailed it. Bullseye. Something that you've been thinking about, some sort of idea or wisdom that's come to you. I'm seeing the owl and this yin-yang symbol here, so something's coming into balance. Once you acknowledged or realized this, it was like, boom, things set into motion for you. There was a releasement of something. The moon, yeah, something coming to light. The Page of Cups. What's behind the Page of Cups? Ace of Wands. Innocence, childlike wonder. Seeing it through a childlike wonder. Having childlike wonder and awe again. New, a passion igniting, something coming out for you. I feel like cutting the deck over here. Aloneness in reverse. You were never truly alone, Group 3. Your spirit team is around you. You could be experiencing this, okay? There's a lot more things for you to experience in this lifetime. You are here for a reason. You were put here for a reason. Then we have isolation and stress. The creator, stressing about the creator, but there's a rebirth in consciousness. And look, we even have go with the flow again, and we got experiencing life as it comes. There is a postponement towards something, but trust this postponement. Trust. You will be shown the way, group 3. You will be shown the way away from this sorrow and this sadness, okay? Because you're letting go. You may have been felt like an outsider or treated as an outsider when you were a child as too. But you've got great success, and you have the tiger animal spirit coming for you too. Courage. Look, this beautiful flower growing from the concrete, coming out of guilt and shame. Something is maturing within you. Something is healing within you. There's an abundance of something, and look at the rainbow. Wow. Something that was very clear to you, as clear as night and day, right? I like it. Let's see what these parting messages are for you, groups 3. Prayers and wishes. Didn't we say that? Your winged messengers on a prayer. Wishes coming through. She's at a wishing well. What do you wish for? Ground and center. Yeah. Get out, get grounded, get into nature, connect with her. And then we've got gratitude and thanks. And when we find ourselves feeling lonely and sorrowful, guilt, sad, ashamed, trying to turn it and go into a mode of graciousness. Well, I have this to be grateful for. Do you have pets? Do you have animals? I'm grateful that I have the means to feed my animals. I'm grateful that I had the means to feed myself today. I'm grateful for the sunshine. I'm grateful for the butterflies. I'm grateful for the broom I can use to sweep, the dirt out of the house. I don't know. There's so much to be grateful for. Because you're healing waters. You're going through something very healing. And don't be afraid to dig deep, okay? But there is growth in this situation, and you are making significant change and progress on this journey. Remember to give love to yourself mostly, okay? Because we do have positive affirmation for positive change. Affirmations for wisdom and inspiration and courage. Wow. This is all I have for you, group 3. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. Hold on. I hope it made sense. If it did, hit the like and subscribe button. Your future is bright. You have a future in this situation. Processing something. Someone never stopped loving you though, okay?